That needs to be the thumbnail right there. That's what we just did. The original video, just this one.
We finally got around, damn it, moving my head too much. We finally got around to putting filming a TikTok video. We finally got around to putting the face back on.
Throw that down in our project. Put that down here. This is our usable footage right here, 0.
We finally got around to put...
And now we're gonna flip the eyes with the mouth and the mouth with the eyes. First I'm gonna call this one face. This is our main layer. I'm gonna duplicate this, Control D. Click it and then not right click it, regular click it. Just Control D. I'm gonna rename this one eye. Duplicate again. We're gonna call this one mouth. Mouth right. Turn these off for now. We're gonna do track motion. I'm gonna put the corner of the X right here in that perfectly little dark spot and analyze forward. Where'd it go? Oh, pull that down. Analyze forward, go to where the analyzation stopped. Could have just started at the beginning, but I feel like it's good to show you that you can analyze both forward and backwards because that really helps me, especially if something starts moving really fast and then comes here, I can trace it backwards to that point that I start to lose it and then I can manually move it from there. Get a null layer to attach these motion tracking points to. Shift, Control, Alt, Y. Call this null layer tracked. Edit target to tracked, okay. Apply, X and Y, okay. Now we can make our clipping mask on these guys, and then we'll move them down to tracked. Oops. Control Z, get that back where it was. I'm gonna do a clipping mask around the eye. Let's turn the visibility back on those features. Pen tool, or G, do a clipping mask. Whoa, around the eye. V, drag this down to the mouth. Turn off the eye for now. We're gonna do the mouth clipping mask. H to drag you back. G to get back into pen. There's the clipping mask for the mouth. V to drag your mouth around and make it way smaller. Nope. Grab that point and make it smaller. I'm gonna lower the opacity on the mouth so that I can see behind it better. Right mouth, roll down, and then I can see the eye and the mouth pretty well there. Wow, that lines up really well. Cool. We'll turn the feathering up on the edge of the mask. Feather to about there. Eye, turn the eye layer back on. We're gonna make this way bigger. First, I'm going to move the anchor point. Press Y, drag it up to the pupil. Go back into V, grab the corner there, Shift, and lower the opacity here. You can press key and it'll show us more where we are. Raise the opacity back up on that. Raise the feathering up. M for mask. Roll down the mask. Feather. Crank that feathering up. Duplicate that layer. Control D. We'll call this one mouth left. Now we can drag this over there. It's like I just feel like I want to rotate it a little bit. Whatever, just leave it alone. You see how the chin is still moving? We're gonna go into Premiere Pro. I'm gonna grab a screenshot off of it. That's a good spot where it's closed. Take a still image of it. JPEG, okay. Go back into After Effects. Still image 2, drop that down in there. Now we've got still image 2. Drag that on top. Grab your pen tool again. We're gonna make a clipping mask. I'm gonna start on the bridge of the nose. And I'm gonna come quite a bit lower than my chin, because whenever I speak, the chin drops down and I want to be able to hide that because the eye isn't actually speaking, so I don't want it to look like the face is dropping down to accommodate the eye movement. I lower the opacity so that I can see it clear. Transform, opacity, go to a spot where the mouth is actually closed. There, I'm not saying anything, so we'll map that outline with this outline. Crank the opacity back up. Turn the feathering on the mask. I'm going to crank up the opacity back on all of these. The eye actually needs to be brought on top of that still image. And the still image is going to have to be parented to the track. You can see that it doesn't move, the rest of the face does. Whoa. T for opacity. Crank that opacity back down a little bit so that I can see where that face needs to go to be lined up. Come back before I start talking and parent this to track. Crank the opacity back up and play this out.
We finally got around to putting the face back on.
V. Drag our time marker to the end of that, and we're gonna Alt close bracket to get rid of the rest of the line. Alt close bracket. We'll make that a little bit bigger. I don't know how the face got moved so far over. We're gonna parent the eyes to the motion tracker as well. By eyes, I mean the mouth. Highlight both of those, pick whip it to tracked.
We finally got around to putting the face back on.
Okay, we can also do this eye upside down. Yeah, but you didn't think about that. You'll see that it actually kind of moves in the wrong direction because the rest of the face does this and the eye's doing that too, but it's upside down, so it's exponentially making the movement look wrong. So now if we play out, you'll understand what I mean.
We finally got around to putting the face back on.
See, it goes away from the face. We can go to eye. And this time we're going to click stabilize motion. There we go. Whoa. Alright, stabilize motion. Position. I'm gonna move this tracker, so we'll do the corner of that eye. Whatever, we'll do that corner, it'll be fine. Play that way. Go to the start of the playhead, play backwards. Apply, X and Y, okay. Now you'll see that it doesn't really move. You can see that clipping mask bounce around? That's it, keeping the edge of it moving, but the center of it the same. Turn the motion to our tracked null layer. Pick whip down to tracked. And now you can see that it tries to stay in line with the face. Twirl down position, and we'll just scoot it centered.
We finally got around to putting the face back on.
All right, there you have it.